Well, the vibe of this album, because it's inspired by the book, it's entitled Let Love. I think I was really in a space where I felt open to just talk about life and to talk about it in a way that's like very open and vulnerable, going into places that I never went in music, and also I still feel like it has a light energy to it as far as like uplifting and inspiring, and creative. Like someone just told me, I was just talking to one of my friends, he's like, man, I feel like you rapping like you did like when you was like on Resurrection, you know, just doing different inflections and different things that really for me is just about being free. And this album has a soulful, progressive, still musical element to it. The producers are really like creative, so we just went into our creative space like and really wanted to put something out there that felt fresh and new and wasn't really trying, just letting it be. Basically, the album came about because I was meeting with my team and they were like, yo, we think you should do a music project like an EP, like based on the book. And I was like, wow, that's a good idea. Because I love getting to create music that is based around a theme already. Like, that's why I like writing music for films. I like my albums, the best albums I've had, like, I think they've had like the title that gave me a good direction to go in. So when I knew I had Let Love had the last word, I knew I could like talk about love in these different aspects. And the album is not all just like this love song, but it is dealing with like Good Morning Love is the intro to the album, and it's really like an invocation into going into the project and really saying, man, it's like a breath of fresh air where I'm talking about everything that I almost discussed in the book or just in a different way, like talking about therapy, I'm talking about mindfulness, and I'm talking about like these I don't always make it. I'm just a cake trying to bake, like, you know, like I'm saying, like, so look, some of the verse goes in Good Morning Love. I say the jubilee of a newer me, giving my enemies something new to see. My community, they be fueling me. In the struggle of us, there's a unity. The moral universe, stay schooling me. Will the King of Kings really ruling me? I'm an instrument, stay in tune with me. This orchestrated by Kareem Samore booming me. If Agape had a Cupid, she be shooting me. This rap here is fear's eulogy. Escape rooms with glasses of wine, just another crutch for my brokenness. A term that I got from my therapist. As a black man, I feel I should be sharing this. In the hood, they say we crazy and we derelicts, but we need it for our kids and our marriages. The old folks say we don't do that, but taking care of self is the new black. Unconventional ways, unconditional ways, meditation, mindfulness, it's just giving the praise. I'm in a phase, all I see is victory. You on that wave, then come and get with me. I only want what's meant for me and say the things that's sent to me. In penitentiaries, I met the most enlightened. Finding the lost is heaven's excitement. I write with the force of a kid that wanted to be in the source, but that changed the course. I maintained the sauce and became a boss. I apologize if I came across as judgmental or self-righteous, because in you, I see his likeness. So I kicked that rap because I feel like that's an invocation to what the album is well-rounded. It's talking about some of my life experiences, journey, like what I see as a whole, me going into prisons, visiting people. I really wanted to rap, like, I feel like hip-hop can be taken anywhere. It's the voice of us. It's the voice of young. It's the voice of people. So I'm talked about what I've been going through and the way I see the world in a very raw way, and not being like, okay, as a black man, I can't talk about therapy. Or in one song called Memories of Home featuring BJ, the Chicago kid, I talk about molestation. And it's like, man, these are things that I feel like, man, I got to talk about in hip hop. It's like people don't see the person you wearing on your chest, but you wearing Tupac. That dude took it to wherever he wanted to go, and I feel that's what hip hop has to be, and that's where I take the album. Okay, so Hercules is a song that just has an energy that, man, it just make you want to get charged, you get lit off of you hyped, you whatever the word you want to use, it gives you energy. And I don't always have songs that have that energy, you know. I always joke and be like, man, I want some songs that people can work out to, you know, because people be at the gym, they don't be always working out to my songs. So, and Hercules just has that type of energy, and it's me rhyming. Like, everything on the album is not just like about a subject matter that's serious or conscious, you know, in that way. It's like I'm a whole person. So some days I'm just like rapping and want to talk shit, you know, and that's what Hercules is. That is like me just going and MCing and in a certain way talking about freeing your mind, like to a certain degree, but that is freedom, just being able to be who you are and talk, you know, and go into it. Like, I love the MC, and that's the freedom in that. So that's what Hercules, and having Swiss on there just added to the energy of what I'm saying, like getting people to just feel good and move, and yeah, that song is, you know, it's still live instrumentation, but it still got the ruggedness that I love in music. The first video we created, it had a story to it, and I felt like it was really quirky, but it was done well in that vein. It was like, and I liked it, but I also wanted to have a visual that had Swiss in it, and at the time when we needed to film the video, Swiss was in Europe, so it was kind of like, we gotta film this now. So we knocked that first video out, and I knew at some point that I might want to just have another episode. We called it episode 2, and Swiss was so energized about the song we was talking about. I was like, man, we gotta shoot another video, and I just felt like it's just another way of expressing how the song we expressing visually the energy of the song, and it gives you, you know, I think the new video lets you kind of pay attention to the lyrics more, whereas the other was more about the story. So, you know, I just wanted to bring it to life in a different way and have Swiss be a part of it and show that energy. So I'm super excited about having two versions of it. My top 5 rappers. Now I'm gonna give you my favorites. Okay, it's the difference between the top 5 greatest and my favorites.
Can I get both?
Okay. So I'll start with the top 5 greatest. The greatest, I would go with Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Kendrick Lamar. Those would be my top 5, like, just if I just had to think of a greatest, you know. Then my favorites, Nas, Biggie, Andre 3000, Kanye, and Big Daddy Kane. And that's, for me, it's like it's like a gift that I have people that want to listen to me. I feel so, like, it just make me just inspired, it make me move to my heart and soul that we talking about music, and I'm talking about music with you, and people are paying attention to my music, because my music is my first love, and it's like my child. When you birth a child, you're like, man, you want people to check it out and listen to it. That was the dream that I had from when I first was writing, was like, before any consciousness, before anything, it was like, I want to be heard. I want people to know I'm an MC. I want people to think I'm dope, you know, like, and feel that dopeness. And so now to have it have all the greater purpose and still be like being able to somebody, because people ain't gonna pay attention to your music. For me, I don't listen to music just because it's conscious or whatever. I don't, it has to be good. Like, I want good music, and it could be talking about a lot of different things. But and my point is, I feel very grateful more than anything to answer your question. I'm grateful that people are listening to my music and can talk about it. And, you know, hopefully the overall intention is to put out something that makes people feel good, make people inspired, make people motivated to be better versions of themselves, and just to enjoy. So if that's being received, then that's one of the greatest gifts, like I said.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos from your favorite artist. And while you're here, check out these other videos.